this morning, just in time for spring, advice from an expert on weeds you can eat. No kidding, not vegetables. These are weeds.
Okay, we'll get that in a couple of minutes, plus lots more on the answer.
Well, most of us enjoy strolling through the park, but not many of us would consider ever eating the greenery. Well, one man's weed can be another man's salad. And joining us this morning from New York Central Park, a naturalist for the city park system, Steve Wildman Brill. Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Does the wild man come from having been arrested before for eating dandelions in Central Park?
Well, I thought of the name the Wild Man while I was meditating when I first started doing this, and I was hoping the name would stick and it would get me some publicity, so here I am today.
So what do you have in your hands, breakfast?
Breakfast, lunch, dinner, you name it. You can survive on what you find, and there's more vitamins, minerals, and enzymes in the wild foods than anything you can get in the supermarket. They also taste better, and they don't spray in the parks, so we get really pure food. No alar on these dandelions.
Yeah, why don't we start with dandelions first, because those seem to be the weeds we stumble upon most in most parks around the country. What can you tell us about them?
Well, you can do everything with them. The whole plant is edible. You can use the leaves in salads. The Italians will fry the leaves in onions and garlic. The root is an herb tea, which is supposed to be a detoxifier, and I've made some fantastic dandelion wine using the flowers.
But you just can't go to any park in the country and pick these things, can you? You can get in trouble for that.
Yeah, well, you go with someone who knows what they're doing with authorization. I was arrested doing this in 1986 when we had undercover park rangers attending my tours. We were looking for plants, and we already had them on the field walk. Fortunately, when they arrested me, they couldn't do too much. I had eaten all the evidence.
All right.
What finally happened was the Parks Department negotiated with me, dropped the charges, and hired me as a naturalist. So now I'm working for the New York City Parks Department in the Natural Resources Group.
Which means you lead these tours teaching people about weeds that are edible.
Yeah, and I try to get people into environmental awareness. If we enjoy the renewable resources, the dandelions and the other plants I'm going to show you, we'll take better care of the habitat, the air, the water, the things that don't grow back when you cut them down.
Let's talk about violets now.
Okay, here is the common blue violet, and it's the same ornamental flower that people have in their gardens. It turns out you can eat the leaves and you can eat the flowers. You can even put the flowers in ice cubes and freeze them, put that in drinks. The leaves are high in vitamin C. For a vegetable, they're very high in protein. They have a delicious taste, sort of a sweet, spicy taste that get a little pungent after you've been chewing on them for a while. Wonderful in salads.
What about the roots?
The root is poisonous. It's actually a rhizome. It's also called a rootstock, and it's not something you want to eat. But you leave the root in, and the violets just grow back again and again. It's another plant that takes over people's gardens.
We don't have a whole lot of time left, so let's quickly go through the rest. Let's go with the wild onion now.
Okay, this is a wild onion, and it is quite delicious. You use it like a commercial onion or a scallion. It's a member of the garlic family, so it will even repel vampires.
Oh, sure. Japanese knotweed.
Okay, Japanese knotweed. This is a relative of rhubarb, and you use it like rhubarb. They have crews coming into Central Park to remove the roots of this plant. It's from Japan, and it takes over areas. It is very good. You can only eat it in the spring, otherwise it gets tough.
Garlic mustard?
All right, garlic mustard looks a little bit like the violet, but it has much deeper veins. It smells like garlic. That protects it from the insects that don't like garlic. Of course, if you get a swarm of Italian insects, the plant goes extinct.
Curly dock, our last one.
Curly dock. Okay, this is one with a curly-edged leaf. It's very high in iron and vitamin A, and curly dock is not related to Modoc or Larry Dock.
Well, then.